back, everyone. It's Stray Faye here with another episode of Harvest Moon Animal Parade. Alright, in the last episode, we reached winter first. Let's see, what are we going to do in this episode? We planted a bunch of stuff. It was a long day. Today we just have to water it, thank goodness. Thank goodness. Alright, today's a cloudy day, so I would prefer to do an event that was sort of indoors, just so I don't have to look at the gloomy clouds. Although I probably won't do that for all the events, waiting for a sunny day. Oh, I didn't mean to take you on a walk. Can I not walk you anymore? Quit walk. I keep doing that automatically. Thinking I'm gonna pick up the Great Pyrenees. Alright, let's do a trick. I need to train you up, Pyro. And you're confused. Reset your position. Spin! Spin! Alright, good boy. You can stop now. Excellent. What's the weather going to be for tomorrow? Tomorrow is going to be a sunny day, okay. Low humidity tomorrow. There'll be little to no breeze. If you think there's going to be an event tomorrow, like when there's no wind. But, oh, dog, no. Dog, move. Okay. Thank goodness we're gonna slide them. Hey, like it's actually Gil's birthday today. Should I give him like a pity gift? Yeah, it's on the 5th is Harmony Day. But, yeah, nothing's happening tomorrow or... I like how I have all the boys' birthday because I'm good enough friends with them that it puts it on the calendar for me. Yeah, it's kind of weird that they give you an extra event in winter. Usually it's like one date festival, one other festival, and like that's it. And then the circus, of course. Alright, I guess we'll give a birthday gift to Gil. Let's start the farm chores. Got the winter music. Who's out here? What's happening? What? Who are you? Why are you here? Hey! Good to see you. What are you doing here? I've got something for you. Heard you completed the animal list. Oh, right, we did that last episode. Because it was wintertime and we could finally pet, like, the last 2 wild animals that were out and about. Yeah, we're embarrassed. That's great. Good job. Just takes it right out of his pocket. It must have been hard. So, here's your reward for working so diligently. Gasp. How'd you fit that in your pant pocket? Got an animal trophy. You can display it in your room. I think I will do just that. Where should I put it? These are kind of gaudy, so usually I like putting them like in the upstairs room once I finally unlock that. Where can we put it though? Just leave it in the kids' room. Is it an other? It's very much an other. Yeah, I just place it in the middle of the room. Let's move it to a different room. I guess we'll just I hate how all the walls are off limits. Except for, like, I guess except for these walls. We'll just display it out in the middle. Let's take a look at it. So yeah, we completed the animal trophy. Has a little horsey on the top. And we can't really interact with it. It actually looks kind of two-dimensional now that I think about it. We could rotate it though. But yeah, these are just kind of like achievements. Pat yourself on the back. You've raised every single barn animal, and you've met every single wild animal that's in the game. Some of the tricky ones are like the frog, which you can only see on like a rainy day by the river. And of course, like, you might be confused, like, where the last 2 animals are that only pop up in winter, because like so far the whole entire year you haven't seen them. Oh yeah, we completed all this, although we kind of cheesed some of it by just like buying the ostriches and selling them right after. Didn't technically raise them ourselves. I wonder if I should take a look at these profiles now that we got, like... I know it takes a while, but I guess it's nice to look at the books. Well, we could look at this real quick. I guess you could skip ahead if you don't like reading these. It looks cute. Too bad they don't have different pictures of the calf, like the black one. Oh, goods none. Eats fodder. Adult in 15 days. That's actually some good information to know. A young cow. If you take care of it, it'll grow into an adult cow. Do I have to like back out? Yeah, I have to back out and go down. Cow. Goods. Gives milk. Eats fodder. Lifespan 2 years. That's actually pretty short for a cow. That makes me feel sad. After 2 years, my cows are just gonna croak. I guess I'll sell them before then and replace them with goats. A cow that produces milk loves to graze on grass. Next is the foal. They only show one picture of the foal. Has no goods. Eats fodder. It's adult in 15 days. A young horse. If you take care of it, it'll grow into an adult horse, which you can use as an animal that has been used for transport for ages. It has a lifespan of 3 years, so at least they give it that. It lives longer than the cow, seeing that its only purpose is to be fast, a faster way of traveling than the other animals. Lamb. Adult in 15 days. A young sheep. If you take care of it, it'll grow into an adult sheep. Sheep. We already sold Marie a long time ago. Also has a lifespan 2 years. Sheep are awesome though, because they give both milk and wool, but only on like every 4 days you get a bottle of milk along with the wool. There are many variations depending on location. They are raised for wool, although in this game you only get this one. Thank goodness there was no like Suffolk sheep that I had to raise just so I can have that item for a specific crafting thing. That was annoying in Story of Seasons and Harvest Moon: A New Beginning. Alright, kid. Adult in 15 days. A young goat. If you take care of it, it'll grow into an adult goat. And then we got goat. Surprisingly, goats have been domesticated longer than cows. Goats seem... I think they're like actually a lot hardier of an animal than a cow. Like, even though they have a small size. And plus they're like easier to take care of because of their size. Easier to handle. You tend to like think about like nomads with like their herds of goats just going place to place, and plus they eat like everything. they have a much more varied diet than cows. They eat like brush and weeds and stuff like that. Well, cows are more like, I need pasture. Goats, more varied diet. Got an ostrich chick. A young ostrich, if you take care of it, it'll grow into an adult. It's also... I think like all these animals are an adult in 15 days. Ostrich gives eggs every 4 days, although we didn't keep it long enough to see that. Lifespan 3 years, like the horse. At least it gives a little bit slower than the horse, but it compensates you with eggs. A large bird that lays very large eggs. If you can learn to ride it, it can be useful. I imagine riding an ostrich in real life is really difficult. This animal doesn't seem to be docile enough to be ridden. Like, you could... Horses, I guess, are kind of flighty, but you can get them used to being ridden. And, like, they've been bred for that purpose. I feel like an ostrich would be like, get off my back! I will flay you! Because those legs can be, like, those talons can destroy a person. They can gut someone. And yeah. I guess like another random use for an ostrich egg that I've seen. When I was in jewelry class, I saw like this one senior girl. She had like an empty ostrich egg, and she would take like chunks of it off and like carve it into like a nice shape. It could be like an oval or like some other shape. And she would actually make really nice jewelry pieces out of like this ostrich egg shell. I was like, wow, that's really creative. Like, I wish I had that. Like, I wish I could do that. I made some nice pieces, but they're all made out of metal. But a chick! It's an adult in 7 days, ooh. Eats feed. Chick that hatched from an egg. If you take care of it, it'll grow into a chicken. Going down memory lane now. We no longer see chicks anymore, because all of them are chickens! It eats feeds. It has a life... Oh, come on. Why would you give the chicken the same lifespan as a cow? Come on. Well, chickens have been used and raised for their eggs. Feed them well. I guess in this game, a year is a long time, so after 2 years, it feels like you've had that animal for a while. Got duckling. Oh god, the twitching. Relax, duckling. You're an adult in 7 days. It eats feed. A duckling hatched from a duck. If you take care of it, it'll grow into a duck. And then they'll get the duck. Lifespan 2 years. Also gives eggs every 2 days, every other day, pretty much. Domesticated duck. It eats bird feed and lays edible eggs. Wait, I think I read that wrong. I definitely read. It lays edible eggs. Does not eat edible eggs. Although some birds do that. They can become kind of destructive when they realize that their eggs can be eaten as food. They tend to not stop, and then you have to get rid of that animal because it won't stop eating its own eggs. I got silkworm cocoon. Eats feed. Lifespan 2 years. Come on, you live as long as a cow. That's just sad. Begins weaving a cocoon once every 4 days. I think in real life, the silkworm would only last like... I mean, in real life, they would get the silkworm, and as soon as the silkworm like encases itself inside a cocoon, I've heard about like the process, at least like the old way, where they just like boil it alive just so they can unravel the cocoon like intact without it being torn open for like the moth, when the moth emerges. Yeah, so silkworm kind of dies in the process. It begins weaving a cocoon once every 4 days, but in this game they live forever, or at least they live a while. They don't get boiled alive, thank goodness. Alright, now we got the pets. Got the beagle. Shows the location by the what is it? Sea Church? I forgot the name of the church. It has to be the name of an instrument. It's like Chorale. No, it's not the Chorale Church. I already forgot. There's a chorale clinic. I already forgot. I think I keep calling it like the Celestial Church. Oh well, it's by the cart station. It likes milk. It hates cocoa. Oh well, let's not give it that. That would just poison it. Small brown dog has long droopy ears. Do not feed a dog chocolate or coffee. I've seen and heard of clients giving their dogs coffee and ended up like nearly killing it. Got the black Shiba, just a reskin of the beagle. Same location. Oh right, yeah, the beagle's found in spring and summer, while the black Shiba's found in fall and winter in the same area. Likes milk, hates onions. Onions are also toxic to dogs. I probably wouldn't give this one chocolate either. Small black and white dog has a curly tail. Funny that they don't list, like, I'm assuming the hates are the same. You can't feed either of these, onions or cocoa. Does it have a curly tail? This doesn't. This has a little nubby tail, and this one has a curly tail. I didn't really notice that detail, actually. That's kind of neat. That's cute. I want to pet it now. Collie! Look at that derpy face. It's on top of the Harmonica Town Hall roof. It likes milk. It hates squid and octopus. Alright, I guess you're scared of it. I could just imagine it seeing that thing on the ground, seeing an octopus on the ground, wiggling its tentacles everywhere, and it just looking at it and be like grabbing it and shaking it very vigorously to make it stop. Don't worry, Collie. I hate octopus too, because I can't stop catching it. A white and black dog, very smart and energetic, often used by shepherds. They're kind of an aggressive dog too, because the way they herd sheep, they run around, but they also like nip at heels to like get things moving. So they tend not to be good for kids. Just because of their nippy nature. Of course, you can always train a dog to not behave that way. You got a Pyrenees, although sometimes the genetics just come up very strongly. The Celestial Church grounds. Likes milk, hates spicy seafood soup. That's very specific. That's a very specific hate. I would never go through the trouble of making that. A large white dog, loosely related to wolves, often used by shepherds. I don't think they're used to herd like the animals, but they're used as guardian dogs. You pretty much like leave them like with your herd like your herd of goats or something, or your herd of sheep, maybe your chickens. They live with those animals. They associate those animals as being theirs. And when like a coyote or like a bear tries to destroy your livestock, it'll just come in and like attack that like wild animal. And I heard if you get like 2 of them, they could take down a bear, but I imagine they could sustain injuries. But yeah, and they're also very territorial. They like to like they perimeter their territory and pee on their territory. This is their land. Oh, here's a bear. The thing that the Pyrenees would attack. Lives in the Garmin mines, likes honey, hates flax seeds. Sounds an odd thing for a bear to hate. They eat like everything. They're omnivores. A large brown bear, it hibernates in the winter and reemerges in the spring. I got the panda. I'm surprised they don't list the bear cub next. Panda. That's Toucan Island. Same thing as the bear. It likes apples, hates medicine. Let's just poison it with some medicine. Alright. Large black and white bear. Its eyes, ears, hands, and feet are black. Got baby boar. Flute field. Stays a baby forever, luckily, because an adult boar is very dangerous. It likes potatoes. Hates wool, for some reason. A young boar that has stripes on its fur. No, looks like Bambi. It's also twitching a lot, too. It's kind of scaring me. Alright, now I got the cats. Orange tabby. Plays harmonica town ocarina in. It likes clams. It hates medicine. A cat with tiger-like stripes. I don't see the tiger in it. White cat. This is the one that we adopted by the Harmonica Town Lighthouse. It likes bullbass of all things. It hates octopus. It seemed to like fish. I guess it likes any fish that doesn't have like tentacles on it. It's just a white cat. That's it. Black cat. It says the church grounds. It likes minoir. It hates swimming trunks. What? These are kind of funny. Like all the hates are different. Like I'm pretty sure the cats share the same likes and dislikes, but they just list it differently here. It likes fishy stuff. You could probably just give it fish as well. And then it's just a black cat. Rabbit. Flute fields. I think this is flute field spring and summer. It likes carrots. It hates cocoons and oysters. Why would you feed a rabbit an oyster unless you're feeding it ground up oyster shells? Are you trying to give it some more calcium? I don't know. A white rabbit has very strong legs that let it jump around. Black rabbit. You find these fall and winter. Also in the same location at Flute Fields by the river. Likes carrots, hates fish. A black rabbit has strong legs that lets it jump around. Same thing. Squirrel! Squirrel! Places of Flute Fields. Likes corn. Hates medicine. Squirrel with a striped pattern. Its tail is the size of its body. It climbs trees. I just like the twitching. Can't really give it nuts. It's like, I'm surprised it doesn't like chestnuts as the first thing. Alright, weasel in the Fugue Forest. I think it's also spring summer animal. Likes apples, chestnuts, hates spicy seafood soup, very specific again. A brown weasel has long torso with short legs. Weasels are so cute, weasels and ferrets, but they're very stinky animals. And we got the white weasel. This one has different likes and dislikes. This one's found in fall and winter in the Fugue Forest. Likes grapes, hates flax yarn. A white weasel has long torso with short legs. Very cute. Got the monkey, that's at the Garmin Mines by the waterfall in the wintertime. Likes bananas, and as we found out last episode, also likes alcohol. Hates toadstools. A light brown monkey, very smart, almost human-like. All the monkeys can be very dangerous. Don't have a monkey as a pet, they can get kind of violent. Raccoon, this kind of looks like a red panda though. It's in the Fugue Forest by the witch's house. It likes yams, hates medicine. A brown raccoon with black around its eyes and paws. It lives in the forest. Penguin, Toucan Island. Likes clams, hates rock salt. I guess you do find like salt deposits in the ocean. It hates salt. It sees it all the time. A black bird with a white tummy. It can't fly. Although, is this like an Arctic penguin? It's kind of odd that you see it on a tropical island. Although there are some like penguin species that live in more temperate climates. They're not all in the Arctic. Like they're not all. Are they South Pole that we like tend to see the generic penguins, or like the model of a penguin? Is it South Pole or is it North Pole? I think it's the South Pole. I don't remember. But yeah, some penguins, species of penguins, live in warmer climates. The blackbird with the white tummy. Can't fly. Alright, got the cub, the bear cub. Lives next to the mama bear in the Garmin Mines. It likes honey, hates flax seeds, and perfume. Okay. And a young brown bear. Like the adult, it hibernates during winter. Trying to think, like, why the perfume? Does it just like irritate their sense of smell? I imagine like some like wild and game hunters or like wildlife rangers might use scents to either like calm an animal down or like keep it off an area. I heard you could keep off some critters and stuff using like a predator's urine. Like I think this kind of worked when we let our cats out into the yard, cause like they pee on everything. Little critters kind of get scared because they smell like the pee of a predator. Well, it's a young brown bear. Like the adults, it hibernates during the winter, so can't see it now. Alright, got the baby panda. Lives at Toucan Island. Likes apples, hates medicine, and ore. But does the adult like the ore? A young panda bear. Like the adults, it has black on its eyes, ears, and paws. Turtle. Lives in the Fugue Forest. Likes fish, sushi, hates eggs, and milk. Although I don't like how they kind of confuse like a turtle and a tortoise together, because a tortoise has a completely different diet than a turtle. Tortoise is like an herbivore, while turtle's more of a carnivore, I guess. Although I suppose it could probably eat other things that are found on the pond. Well, it's a turtle with a hard shell that can hide in its own shell. Got a wild duck. Lives in the Garmin Mine by the waterfall, also in the winter. It likes clams. It hates mayonnaise. Give it some duckanaise later. A duck with a distinctive green feathers lives near the waterfall. I guess this duck is a male, because was this a mallard duck? Usually the mallard duck males have the bright green heads, while the females are more drab. It's just like a mating thing where the males try to be like more fabulous looking to attract mates. I got the snick. It's Nacho. Entrance to the Garmin Mine. Is it there in the winter? I don't remember seeing it, actually, when we walked around yesterday. Yeah, it actually says right there. It likes fish and sushi, hates eggs and milk. Yeah, it depends on the snake, actually. I've seen, like, other snake species actually consume the eggs of other animals, but yeah, it might depend on the species, what their diet is. This one likes fish and sushi, apparently. Usually they would like rodents, but it's a Harvest Moon game. They're not asking you to kill rodents and feed them to snakes. A reptile that slithers. It hibernates in the winter. It's not poisonous, don't worry. Not this species. A frog flew to fields by the river when it's raining, very specifically. Looks like this one also hibernates in the winter. Got a little dog. It's not gonna rain in the winter, so I can't see it. It likes fish and marinated fish. It hates flowers and ore. An animal known for its croak and jumping ability. It hibernates in the winter. Can't feed any flies. That's it. That's all the animals. Alright, sorry that was a bit long, but I figured since we got the trophy today, that would be a good time. That would be a good time to actually read the whole encyclopedia. So I guess when we get the next trophy, we'll read the other encyclopedia listings. So I guess forgive me for making this another long episode. Let's get to work. I will still view another cutscene today. It won't just be Encyclopedia Day. Oops. Just because we're gonna see Cain multiple times. I think he's gonna visit again to give us another trophy for like the animal product list. And I'm not sure who gives. Oh, maybe it's actually Hannah that gives us that. I don't know. But yeah, we're gonna look at another event today. I imagine for the crops, I imagine one of the flute farm people visit us and give us a trophy. Do 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 do. Num num. Right, feed, consume. We learned so much about you guys today. Well, maybe not a lot, but a little. If you want to learn more about you, learn more animal facts. That's something that we did today. Today was finally my day off after 6 days of work, which annoyed me greatly because having to work that extra day when I'm already exhausted. But today was my day off. Me and my boyfriend went to the zoo. And luckily it wasn't that crowded, so I didn't have to worry about bumping into people. I was like kind of scared of that. But it was actually really nice and like not too crowded. I was also afraid it was going to be a scorcher, but since this zoo was actually kind of by the ocean, it was actually really nice weather. I kind of got scared. I was like, is it going to be too cold? Did I need to bring a sweater? But it was a nice mild day. I didn't even have to get a hat. I got some sunscreen though, just in case the sun burned my skin. And yeah, I got to see a bunch of animals. It's not too big of a zoo, but it was nice. At least I feel like they had like 2 of like the popular animals, like lions. They didn't have a tiger anymore, so I'm assuming they usually trade animals with other zoos. Like, I think they traded, like, a gibbon and, like, that another zoo had because, like, the mate died. Let's see, I guess I'll just pet you guys. Make sure everyone's happy. I don't feel like carrying all of you. Yeah, we actually took a lot of videos, too. Well, my boyfriend did, at least. I'm kind of thinking, like, maybe, should I don't know, fine, I'll carry you guys. Extra attention. I was actually thinking maybe I should commandeer those videos and like put them up on YouTube to see all the animals. I'll have to see like the quality because some of the animals are hard to video because the enclosure, it's kind of hard to see with like the frosted glass. And yeah, and like some of the netting might be hard to see the animals, and plus if the animal's hiding. But we had a nice time. It's kind of weird. We're like, I feel like we were like the only couple there that didn't have a kid with us. There was a ton of people with like kids ages like 2 and 2 and up. We're like, there weren't that many older kids. Maybe like 2 to 8. They're really young kids there. And I'm like, wow, feel out of place here. We're like the only one without a kid, or just a childless couple going to the zoo for funsies. Yeah, wasn't too crowded. Which I guess it would be kind of bad for the zoo though, because that means they're not getting that much money, which would make it harder to take care of the animals there. No, we bought a bunch of souvenirs. We bought some souvenirs, so it'll help fund the zoo while also getting cute animal plushies. I got a capybara. My boyfriend was a little bit more greedy. He was gonna just get an anteater. What else did he pick up? He picked up another animal. Oh, like the bag. Where did the shopping bag go? I don't remember what his other animal was. Oh, or was it the otter? He also got the otter, the river otter, because it was adorable looking. And then as we were walking up to the register, he found a fox. It wasn't your traditional red fox. I already forgot the name of the fox, but it's a species that had kind of like grayish fur and kind of like a red outline around it, and I think its belly is white. I could probably like look it up, but it was a very cute plushie, so we grabbed that too. I'm like, okay, I was just gonna pick one thing, but here you are, like grabbing the whole store. Calm down there, mister. capybaras are very cute, so I was like, I'll get a capybara plush. Although it was kind of gross seeing it swim around, because as the capybara was swimming around, it like kept taking dumps, and like, and it was just drinking out of that pond too, like a minute ago, and it was just like, all right, I'm gonna go for a swim and drop a few logs. I was like, that's gross. Like, you and your capybara friends are gonna drink out of that. I think that's normal for a capybara, though. To poop in the water. This is natural to them. It's their natural toilet / drinking water. Alright, ooh, we got 2 shiny milks. So, let's turn the both of this into trees. I think we got butter. Lit. I can burp a lot. I think we got butter in the box. I kind of want to give Gil a gift, even though he's already at full hearts. It's his birthday. He deserves it. I think we're good here. Let's finally do the watering. Do, 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 do. Dun, dun. See how the flowers are growing? Or are these are anemones? There's like so much more. There's more of them. More, what would you call it? Multitudinous? I don't think multitudinous is a word, but I just made it a word. And the poor snowflake flowers. Stuff like our snowdrop. They're like both the names of flowers that I've heard of. It's like somewhere in the game. I also think I'm watering the wrong way. The inefficient way. Oh well. Very nice. Ooh, I also like seeing the tortoise enclosures at the zoo. I kind of looked at their enclosures to see if, like, am I raising my tortoise right? Because I always feel bad, like, not having, like, water for him, but it's kind of hard to keep water out there for him. But I'm pretty sure, because of it, he's like a desert tortoise, so he gets most of his water off food, and that's what Grandpa said too, so there's like multiple like species of tortoises. I saw some tortoises that had like little buckets where they could sit in. But the desert tortoises, it was just literally a desert habitat. I was like, alright, this is normal for him. He probably wouldn't even like care if I made a pond for him. I've seen some tortoises like actually do mud baths. I remember at like the school farm, there was this trio of animals that lived together. There was this alpaca named Wade, a pig named Oliver, like a potbelly pig. He was a pet, but he got relinquished because I remember Wade, the alpaca, got relinquished because its owner actually went away to like college and like couldn't take care of it anymore. And he was actually trained to like sit in a car too, but he was relinquished to like the school's farm there. And yeah, there's Oliver the potbelly pig, which is probably also relinquished. And then the newest addition was it a sulcata tortoise? It was a big tortoise. And they all lived together in the pen. And there was a mud wallow for the pig, but the pig never used it. The pig didn't like it. The pig didn't like getting wet. So, but the tortoise used it. You would see the tortoise in there like flicking mud on itself. So, like, is that good for your skin? Does it act like sunscreen to you? Because that's what mud is supposed to be for like a pig, because they're kind of bald pink animals. They tend to fling mud on themselves to protect themselves from the sun and keep their skin moist. It gets dry very easily. He had very dry skin. Because that's why they say, like, you think about greased pigs. Kind of gross to think about that, though. But yeah, he had skin problems because he never went in the mud wallow, but the tortoise did. They were a cute trio that luckily got along with each other. Wade was violent. The alpaca was mean. If you like went in there to like feed him or give him water, he would just like look at you. And then like his ears would pin back and be like, me. Like, don't hurt me. I'm just trying to freshen up your water. And I remember one time, This is like a normal day. A poor, like, wild rabbit hopped into their enclosure, and then Wade went nuts and just, like, river danced on it, squished the rabbit, and then Oliver the pig came by and then ate the rabbit. I'm like, oh, I guess the pig was happy. Food, protein. I'm like, okay. So Wade just destroyed the rabbit, but like, but he was completely fine with his pig friend. Like his pig friend could eat the rabbit. Alright, we got more spots here. Technically we don't need to fertilize this, as we discovered in the last episode. All the seeds that we're growing, they don't have like speeded up growth rates for upgraded soil, but I'm gonna be kind of OCD about it and probably just fertilize it anyway as I see it pop up. But luckily I don't have to worry about like missing a spot and then like screwing up everyone's growth rate. It'll all grow at the same rate. I can replant it at the same rate. This is gonna be a long episode. I'm sorry. I am sorry that I kind of finagled around with the encyclopedia, but yeah, once again, it just felt like a good time to read it. Man, I'm thirsty. Sorry about that. I realized how dehydrated I am. Like, I didn't drink that much water while we were, like, walking around, because I didn't want to take my face mask off. Unless there's absolutely no people, then I would slip it off and like, alright, this is a good time to like take a sip. Luckily it wasn't hot though. Jeez, if it was hot, I'd be dying. Like that time I went to Disneyland and almost fainted in the line because it was extremely hot. Like they had shade and they had misters, but I think the misters made it worse. Because with all like the water shooting out from like both sides, I felt like I couldn't breathe. I felt like I like suddenly could not get enough oxygen, and I felt like it was because of the humidity that was brought about with the misters. And you got some blue herbs. I wonder if there's more green herbs. I wonder if there's no berries this season, because it is winter, but there are mushrooms. Thank goodness we need more of these. Ducky! I'm just gonna get obsessed with the duck. Alright, so we finally finished our farm chores. We can go out and talk to people. Well, not all of the people, but we gotta wait until after 12 to talk to the boys, of course. Done. 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 Do 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 do. Bum bum bum. What am I doing? Let's put this away. Why not? This is a toolbox. My mushrooms are somewhere else. My mushrooms are in a different castle. Here we go. Do do do. Bum 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 bum. Get rid of one of these. Okay, well, guess we'll visit Hannah today. We're no longer restricted from Horn Ranch by her own doing, of course. And I'm taking random things out. Right, I'm gonna make an omelet for Gil. Like the good old days. What do I need? Tomato, that's what I need. It will be like the good old days. Although if I wanted to cheap out, I could just give him a tomato juice and that would probably be sufficient. Dun, dun, dun. Alright, let's boil the other egg. Alright, what else? We're gonna visit Ruth. Marimba Farm family. Might as well give Ruth a blue mist. One for Mira for later. Rose for you. Think. Already got something for Hannah. Already got something for Cain in my bag. This is also what I'm gonna do. Today we're going to do some events with the witch and also the wizard. So let me get gifts for them. It is also a new season, so the witch is gonna have a request for another item. This time we're gonna be prepared for it. So in the winter time, I hope this is the right recipe. I think it's just egg with milk. It's kind of gross. I can't imagine this working in real life. But yeah, she wants an egg soup for this event, so we're gonna give that to her. And be rewarded. Hopefully it's not something else. Like we learned a new recipe. I guess this looks kind of good. Kind of reminds me of like clam chowder or something, but with eggs. What else? Do I have space to give stuff to the other people? Bag space might be limited. Let's think. Other boys. Got Luke's gift. I'm gonna wait to give Bo any more gifts until the flowers are done. Barbara can wait for another day. Barbara always waits for another day. Mira's good. Julius is good. Got something for Owen. Next town. Got Calvin's good. We got birthday gift for Gil. Will be nice today. Toby. Toby gets the Cosmos. What else? Already got coffee for Wizard. We can get Pontata Root to Jin today. That's fine, got a ton of them. Alright, let's head out. I wonder if I could do this event now, or maybe I should wait a little bit. I think it's fine to do it now. Oh well, I'll still go to Flute Fields anyway. Because I need to enter, I can't just warp to the forest for this event. I have to kind of walk through the maze for a bit for this to happen. So I'll visit the people first. Away! Boom, 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 boom. Dun, dun, dun. Hey. See, ooh, a purple herb actually. I haven't seen these in a while. I also forgot to get a gift for the turtle, but oh well. No biggie. Next time. Or I could just warp back home. I don't feel like warping back home. Tomorrow is another day. I'm not in any rush to get new animals. I already have two. Still trying to train Pyro. Craig. I didn't give anything to Craig. Screw Craig. Was giving something to Ruth because it's easier. I have a ton of these. I have more of those than I do yams for Craig. Good morning. Wow, that's so thoughtful of you. Thanks, I'm quite happy. You can produce different crops depending on the season. Find out if you can regrow your crops from the time of seeding to the next season. Yep, we did that. We thought about that long and hard last season. Did I? Yeah, I already looked through their kitchens. I just need to do the Harmonica Town kitchens because yesterday most of them are closed. Taylor, I love you, so have some coffee. Rub, 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 rub. Rub, 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 rub. Here you go, little boy, have some caffeine. Wow, I can have this? I love this stuff. Thanks, I'm so happy right now. It might be a little bit cold. I can get vegetable and fertilizer is fine. But I want to make something spectacular, like a huge pumpkin. Can't wait till you see something new. Being healthy is great! Yeah, isn't being young great? Too bad it doesn't last forever. I don't think I need to buy anything from Ruth. I probably gotta think about buying stuff tomorrow, though. Because Wednesday I'll be closed. Alright, cow, I should probably ride you. As slow as you are faster than walking speed. Do 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 do. I can finally give something to you, Hannah. Finally get your wish. After a time, of course. Shining mayo. Oops, I'm missing. That sounds like double checking something. I always have the fear that like I'm gonna do an entire episode and then I'm gonna look back at like the recording software and realize that my mic was turned off the whole time, and I'll be like, start crying. It's important to have a loving approach to animals. It's important to interact with them, such as by brushing and talking to them every day. Yep. That's the carrot. Sometimes you gotta give the stick. Oh, you're in here. Sometimes you gotta be firm with some animals, though, or else they'll walk all over you. You don't want to be an animal scratch and post, especially if that animal is a cow. They'll rub you to the ground. Okay. Oh, what's this? You're giving this to me? I love it. I'm so happy. Thanks a lot. You should always check on how much fodder you have left. If you look at the ranch status menu, you can check your stock. That's breaking the fourth wall there. Yeah. It's like, of course, you never want to be mean to an animal, but there has to be some, like, form of respect. An animal can love you, but it's often better if they respect you, because then they'll listen to you. Not fear you. There's a difference between fear and respect. But they like, look, especially for dogs. A lot of dogs will actually look to you for guidance. And they want to work for you. You just gotta give them that guidance. Alright, Fugue Forest. I'm not sure how many screens I have to go through. I imagine it might be the first clearing. Oops. I keep pressing the B button to pick stuff up. It might be apparent, especially if people are like Wii game experts, what game I've been playing. I don't like that. Alright, I gotta reset the area. I don't feel like chopping down that tree, even though I could. But it's in such a bad spot that I wouldn't get as much lumber as I could get out of it if it was just standing in the middle of the room. My bags are full. Oh, that actually might be a little bit of a problem. Am I too early for this? Might be a little bit early for this. Hang on, my bags are definitely full. I won't be able to get the item that I need for the event. Let's not eat the toadstool. Should I eat the purple herb? Nom nom nom. I actually might have to chop down some trees. Because I'm pretty sure it happens here. And the only criteria is that the witch and the wizard have to be at 3 hearts. And they're definitely at 3 hearts. Okie doke. Gotcha. I'll just... Fine. I'll chop some wood. Kill some time. Ten seems to also be a good time for an event to happen. Is there a tree that's not blocked by everything? That might not get all the wood off. Yeah, I was in an awkward spot. Kind of between 2 squares. Oh well. biggie. I only wasted my precious stamina. But I can recover that easily enough. Alright, it's almost 10. I'm hoping that happens here. Alright, let's try it now. At 10 a.m. Nothing? Am I not going to be able to get this event today? No, I'll keep going. I haven't seen this event yet. No, I definitely have not seen this event yet. Let's try the second clearing. And if it's not there... It doesn't only happen on sunny days, does it? Because the weather doesn't require sun. Like the event. There's no sun here. Interesting. Very curious. We're not getting it right now. Am I not gonna be able to do this today? I was hoping to be able to do this today. Because this is the perfect time. If I'm gonna see the witch anyway, to like... to give her the egg soup for the winter cutscene, I might as well have like a 2-for-1. 2-for-1 with the witch. Nothing here. I'm looking for the fugue mushroom. I'm like, it's around here somewhere. Did I miss it? Finn, do you see it? Your sparklies kind of makes me think it's the mushroom. I might have missed it actually. Hang on, where's the way forward? I definitely missed it. You know what? I'm gonna leave the forest and come back. I'm gonna find this no matter what. I don't like leaving the forest permanently. I'll try maybe 12. Maybe 12 this event will activate. This is distressing me because I was like, I'm pretty sure this event happens today. I don't know why I charged that up all the way. Just wanted to destroy. Smash! Chop down more trees. Do 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 do. More trees. Got them all lined up here. Alright, it's almost 12, so I'm gonna try again. Imagine I can't do this because the wizard's too high or something. It's like, no, the wizard must be at... Whoops. I'm swinging blindly in the air. The wizard must be at 3 hearts. No more, no less. I hate a visitor like that. Like, you want them to bring it down? No, the mushroom. This is a mushroom I'm gonna have to eat anyway to proceed with the event. I can't have too many things in my inventory. Yummy mushroom. Is there a tree in the way? Alright, the way forward's here. Next script. Previous area. Alright, let's try 12, and if it doesn't happen, then I guess it's not gonna happen. That's really weird. Is it because it's winter? Actually, let me see if I can find the fugue mushroom, because I don't remember seeing it. That would be kind of odd if the fugue mushroom didn't exist in the winter. I remember just finding it all the time on my way to visit the witch. It was always an easy gift to give the witch, because it was on the way to her house. But then it kind of became irrelevant once you get the circus travel. You'd rather travel faster and just give her a different gift. Where is the way? Here's the way. Keeping my eyes peeled. There it is! It exists. Alright. I guess it's not happening today. I guess our only our special event quota has been met, I guess. Just Cain gives us a trophy. That kind of bums me out. It's not over here. This is a very odd, like, big clearing where nothing happens. I guess maybe I'll try tomorrow. Poop. I'll try tomorrow if it doesn't happen. I kind of want to do a different event though if it's sunny. That's distressing. I was expecting it to happen. Alright, let's get out of here. I don't think I can summon my circus animal to get me out of here. This way. I missed the exit? Where's the exit? Being blocked by trees. Alright, we're at the end. I imagine it was over here. Just have to leave. Alright, well. Let's do the Witch's Wintertime event. Maybe this... it would be funny if this was actually blocking it. I could check. Do I just have to talk to you? What's going on here? Hi. Been living here for years. As long as the goddess so respects me too. Oh, as long as the goddess so respects me too. I did the same thing with that sentence. Why is nothing happening? Wizard's fine. The witch is at 3 hearts. Question mark. Visible confusion. I made you soup for this event and it's not happening. Well, I guess I'll try a different day. I'm picky here. I don't like the winter. In fact, I hate it. I don't like layering clothes, but it's cold, so you have to. Oh no, you'll have to wear... no thighs. She likes her thighs showing. Oh, since I'm here, there's a recipe here. There's a memo! You found egg... the thing that we made today! Egg soup recipe! What are the odds? See, it's what she wants. She's been writing recipes for it. Yeah, now I have to remember to bring this with me every day. Yeah, that's odd that that event isn't activating. Like, either of those events are activating. What am I doing? I'm all discombobulated now. Alright, well, I guess we can... we wasted a lot of time. We can start gifting the boys. Starting with Chase. Pretty sure Chase is still in his house. Fly away! Whee! We gotta hurry up. It's already been an hour. And we haven't even found people. And my cow's still here. I'm surprised that my cow is still here. Do 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 do. Bum ba dum. Do 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 do. Chase, I have cheese for you. Get it out of my bag, please. It's just everything. There's too much in my bag. I must give it all away. There you go. Hey. Oh wow, how did you know that I like this? Thank you. I'm so happy right now. Do 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 do. I'm not looking for acceptance or understanding. Why am I feeling sad? I've calmed down lately. I'm not lying when I say this, but I feel that I can smile when I'm with you. I feel like I can relax. Oh, it's getting more easy around us, isn't it? Not being... I mean, I guess he was never really a butthole to us. He's super mean to Maya, but he's been mostly polite to us. But to say that, for him to kind of let go and like share his feelings like that, This is a big step for Chase. He's at 8 hearts. Wow. He's gotten far. Alright, let's go. Let's go to Harmonica Town, then we'll loop over to Garmin Mines. Pretty sure Calvin's at the mines already. A little bit late. At least we got the gift to Chase, like, settled, so I don't have to wait for the bar to open. Do 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 do. Bum bum. Gil, are you in your house at this hour? Do 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 do. I made an omelet for you. It's been so long since you got one of these. But it's your birthday, so I want to do something special for you. Hello. A birthday present. Thank you. I'm very happy. I'm not embarrassed, I'm just thanking you, that's all. Oh, never mind. Alright. Just seeing you talk to another man is painful. We already seen this before. Alright. You didn't sound embarrassed when you gave him that. You were just genuinely saying thank you. Like, did I stutter? He did not stutter. Hey Jen, you're outside. I got a special Pontata root for you. Has your name on it. Rub, 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 rub. Rub, 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 rub. No, don't leave. No, you're not leaving. I know it's 1400 hours and you probably gotta get back to work. But you're not leaving until I give you this Pontata root. Oh my, this is very nice. Thank you very much. I'm so happy. Gabrielle, every time I say your name, my heart starts racing. I have trouble sleeping at night. I don't know what to do. I think I really may be getting sick. No, you're not. You're fine, you're fine. I'm just gonna break your heart a bit, though. I think that tomorrow's a sunny day. I want to get a confession event done. So, a lot of hearts are gonna break tomorrow. Although I'm gonna try to recover those hearts with more grinding. Although, now that I can't seem to get this event with, like, the witch and the wizard, I kind of want to keep trying until I get it, but I also want stuff to happen every day. I got some coffee, wizard. Hello. Oh, I love this. Thank you. Blah, blah, blah. Wishes. Being by myself is simple. Now I want to be with you. Interesting. I'm trying to think of things that might impede that cutscene. Like, do I need to finish, like, the story? Is, like, the purple bell stopping it? I don't think the purple bell stops it, because I feel like I've gotten it, like, while hunting for people's wishes. And, like, not getting it as well. Not getting the one with the witch asking for food is also suspect. Everything's a conspiracy. Kathy, what do I do? Rub, 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 rub. She don't know what to do. She's gonna talk about her dead mom. Here, here's some carrot juice. Started the bar after my mother passed away. That's it. That's just one bit of sad dialogue. Alright, Toby, are you out fishing at this hour? It's Paolo. What you doing? What you doing, Paolo? Hello? It's a fisherman's duty to protect the ecosystem. Don't you even mistakenly throw your trash on the ground. Uh-oh. He'll get me. You better now or else. I've done that on accident. Sometimes I push the wrong button. I don't mean the litter, though. Alright, rub, 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 rub. There you go, give. Hello. Wow, I can have this. I like it very much. I'm so happy. Thank you very much. When I think about you, and I feel so at ease, it makes me so happy. You think about me the same way, Gabrielle. I don't think I could be happier. Alright, we just got Garmin Mind Boys. Let's hurry. I guess we could wrap it up after we do that and head to bed a little early. Cause yeah, we've been talking a lot. We gifted all the boys, which is what we wanted to. Do bum 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 bum. Do 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 do. Alright, let's actually visit Perry today. This gift is easy. I haven't seen him for a good bit. Keep skipping the church. Rub 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 rub. Rub 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 rub. Have some tea. Everybody in town is very nice. The elderly folk can be strict, but I'm grateful for that. Do 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 do. Church grounds. What's actually the church's name? Now let me actually wait. I think I might just post it here. Church. No, it's not. What was the church name? I'll be mad if it's just church. Celesta Church. All right, I was on the right track because I was thinking like celestial, but everything's named after an instrument, so I was like, it can't be celestial. It has to be something that sounds like that. What's a celesta? A celesta is an instrument from the French celeste for heavenly. Is an idiophone with a keyboard that looks somewhat like a piano. I wonder if it sounds kind of like those. Not like the organ, but it's like dee dee dee. Can't really imitate that sound. Like trying to describe the sound, but it's very like pitchy. I've seen like miniatures of them. Yeah, it's also called a bell piano. Yeah, it's one of those. It looks like a tiny piano, but it sounds a lot different. I mean, it sounds toadstool. Alright, let's look for. I guess let's get in there with Calvin. Calvin's in there. Hang on, let me just drown myself in water. Oh god. Also like a Canada Dry here. Kind of splurged on lunch and got Olive Garden. I'm surprised at like some of the prices of Olive Garden. I was like looking at the prices of like some fettuccine alfredo. I was like, oh, it's only $12.99. I do have to dig for the stairs here. It's only $12.99, but I was like, for just plain fettuccine alfredo with like without any chicken. And I'm like, oh wait, it's not my area code. Let me actually change the area code to like order. And then like the price went up to $16.99. I'm like, what? It's a lot more expensive in my area. I'll also use the mole, but I'm gonna forget the mole for today. Calvin! Trying to hunt you down. Where? I better have the raspberry cocktail still in here, I'll be mad. I hate trying to find you on Sunday, you just stay locked up all day. So I guess even adventurers take breaks. Hi! Oh hey, this is a great present. So happy, thank you, I really appreciate it. Whenever I fall for someone, I become infatuated with them, but it eventually cools down, or cools off. It's been an endless cycle, but I still can't help myself. Is he gonna... Are you doing well? Can't wait for this next line of dialogue. Maybe he's gonna be more embarrassed. He's gonna be more into me. He's gonna be like, I want to go the next step with this girl. But he's not gonna be able to because I'm a floozy dating all the boys. Hey, Chloe. Oh, Owen's not in the mines, too. I always feared that he might be on, like, level 10 of the lower Garmin mines or something. You better be getting swollen here. And not anywhere else. Oh, gotta pop up. Go away, pop up! I also forgot to, well, tomorrow, I forgot to check people's kitchens in Harmonica Town. Of course I would do that. Tomorrow is another day where I can forget that. Alright, rub. Hi. Oh, you're so thoughtful. Thank you very much. You made my day. Meet you and talk with you, but at the end of the day, we have to part ways. It doesn't feel right. I feel like I want to be with you all the time. It's nice and cool when it's cloudy like this. Sure is. Next is Julius. Julius, my dear. Bum. Alrighty. Where's my rose? Roses. It's all coming up roses. Alright. There you go. Hello. Oh my, I love this. I'm so happy. Thank you very much. I'm so touched. Oh, I'm so jealous. I'm up all night with things on my mind. And you're just sleeping soundly. Try and understand my feelings. Rub. Give. Hello. Oh, how nice. I really love this. Thank you very much. Accessories are luxury items compared to food, shelter, and clothing. However, I think it's important to have a little luxury every now and then. Yeah, it's okay to indulge yourself a little bit. Like, within your means, of course. Like, don't starve yourself for something that you don't need. I think a lot of people deserve a little bit of luxury. They work really hard. It's kind of sad that, like, a lot of people don't get to enjoy a lot of things, even for, like, the work they put in. Hey, Luke. You're just outside. There you go. Rub. This'll rub your brother, too. I'll just talk to your brother, Bo. I mean, not technically real brothers, not blood brothers, but your bros. Bros in carpentry. Lately, I get distracted from work when I think about you, Gabrielle. Why am I so timid? Also, what was with that letter you sent me yesterday? What is it about Wednesday and the top of the tree and dynamite? Don't swing your axe at me. You can't escape from this. I have many questions. Alright, ever since the boss took me in as his apprentice, he has been like a father to me. And Luke is like my brother. In other words, he's a real handful. Alright, let's talk to Dad. Talk to Daddy Dale. Alright, old fogey, let's get this. How did you know I like this? Does it give it to me every day? It's nice to have many appliances and furniture, but some are useless. You should buy things that are practical first. I can't speak words. Speaking of that, maybe I should buy a couch. Not a building. Oh, let me look at the buildings. I need a lot of material. Well, that makes it house level 4. 600 lumber and material stone. That's gonna take a bit. And a lot of money. That is a lot of money, actually. Wait, do we have enough for that? Yeah, we do have enough for that, actually. 369,000 gold. I'm looking, that's, yeah, 150,000. I have to cover up a few of the zeros. Kind of blending together. Get the watermill. Should we get the watermill? 24,000, 50 lumber, 50 material stone. That's actually pretty darn cheap now I think about it. Let's just get it. We can also probably change the look of our house. But I'll do that at a different time. Let's check out the watermill. I'm not sure if it's affected by weather. I could definitely test it out. Because I know the Flute Fields watermill is affected by like rain and snow. It'll like either lower or raise the quality depending on if it's raining or snowing. And then the windmill of course depends on like the speed. Like some things at the windmill like are better quality if you grind it at like low power wind. Some get better quality at higher power wind. It just depends on the product that you're trying to process. I'm not sure about the farm's water mill. It can actually process anything, like including stuff from the windmill. So it's convenient if you don't want to go very far, but I'm not sure if it raises the quality of stuff. I'll have to test that out on the next like snowy day. Ah, I hear the crow. I think it's time for me to sleep. I don't know why I just didn't teleport back home. I forgot. Let's see, the watermill. It's a place where I don't really look at. It's over here. It was locked before, but now it's here. And we can look at it. Oh, at least I think it was here. Imagine it just wasn't there and just propped up. So yeah, now we can enter this building. And yeah, item unusable at this watermill is everything. Rock salt, sugarcane, pepper, coffee beans. Those are things that would usually only you'd be able to grind at the windmill. And then of course there's wheat, buckwheat, and corn that you were able to do at the Flute Fields watermill. Yeah, can all get done here. It's not that hard to get to the Flute Fields watermill since we have teleporting. Cow, is it time to go back inside? I think it's time to stop. We've been going for almost an hour and 20 minutes. We're just making winter a very long season, aren't we? Alright, everyone back in. Not making a lot of money today. Porting away, so I'll keep the fugue mushroom. It's kind of odd that Taylor likes the fugue mushroom. He has a lot of likes that are very similar to the wizard, which makes him very suspect. Are you hiding something, Taylor? Are you really a wizard? In disguise, just pretending to be this family's son. I guess I'll keep the egg soup on me in case maybe I get the event tomorrow on accident. I'll be ready for it. Yeah, I'm trying to think why I'm not getting, like, events. Like, those events specifically. Uh-oh, getting too many mushrooms. Guess I'm gonna have to put these in my toolbox. It's like, maybe the trophy event blocked other events from happening? It's just like the game is like, alright, Cain's visiting, that's it. Yeah, I don't know what's up. I'm confused. Confused and slightly peeved. I think we're done, right? We watered, our animals are happy, they're inside. We gifted all the boys, including Gil for his birthday. And yeah, we'll do more stuff tomorrow. Since tomorrow is a sunny day, I kind of want to do a confession event, but if we do get that request event from the witch as well, I'll do it as well, because I'm kind of curious about why it's not happening. So I want to keep doing it until it happens. We got it last season, like at the end of fall when we got her to 3 hearts, but we didn't have her item prepares, or like, oops. But it's supposed to happen every season. It's a repeatable event. Alright, well, let's save. I'll stew about it all night. Won't get any sleep. Alright, so we're back on file 1, winter 2nd. Alrighty, even though I fumbled around, I hope you still had a relaxing time. And I'll see you in the next episode. Oh, bye-bye.